Imagine discovering that you possess the key to a richer existence, one that is connected with the universe. This video is your invitation to a journey of illumination, where we will explore the profound connection between your consciousness and the divine. Discover how being one with the divine can transform your life, expanding your consciousness and revealing to you the secrets of unity with God. Prepare to open your mind and heart to a reality where boundaries fade away and everything is possible. Get ready to not let this unique opportunity pass you by, an opportunity to expand your consciousness and unravel the mysteries of divine interconnection. Watching the video until the end is of utmost importance to obtain a comprehensive understanding of the concept of unity with God and unconditional consciousness. Every detail presented in this video is fundamental to understanding how this profound connection can transform your life and your perception of the world around you. Before continuing with the presentation, we would like to invite you to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any new content we publish about the expansion of consciousness and connection with the divine. Furthermore, we encourage you to leave your comments below, sharing your reflections and contributing to the creation of a space for mutual exchange and growth. We express our deepest gratitude to all of you, dear viewers. The first thing you must understand here is the difference between conditioned consciousness and unconditioned consciousness. Conditioned consciousness is limited, influenced by childhood experiences, past circumstances, social and cultural influences. It is a consciousness that accepts and identifies with the limits and restrictions imposed throughout life. In this condition, we tend to believe that we are separate from the divine and from the manifestation of our desires. On the other hand, unconditioned consciousness transcends limitations and conditioning. It is free from all restrictions and is capable of recognizing our true divine nature. In this state of consciousness, we understand that we are co-creators of our reality, possessing the power to manifest our desires. Unconditioned consciousness allows us to recognize that we are one with the divine, and all possibilities are within our reach. Now, listen to these words: man, made of the same substance as God, you and God are indivisible. These words carry an undeniable power and truth. Man, the world, and everything in them are states conditioned by the unconditioned, by God Himself. Allow yourself to fully understand this essence. You are this conditioned state, you are God manifested in human form. Everything you believe God to be, you are. However, you will only recognize this unquestionable truth when you stop seeking it outside of yourself and realize that the apparent other is, in fact, an extension of what you truly are: God and man, spirit and matter, the formless and the formed, the creator and the creation, the cause and the effect. Your Father and you are indivisible, inseparable. This entity, in which all conditioned states live, move, and exist, is the I Am, your unconditioned consciousness. Unconditioned consciousness is God, it is the only reality. When we speak of unconditioned consciousness, we refer to a deep sense of self-awareness, an intrinsic knowledge of I Am that goes beyond knowing who I am. It is the consciousness of simply being, regardless of what I am conscious of being. I am conscious of being a man, but it is not necessary to be a man to be conscious of my being. Before having the consciousness of being someone, the unconditioned consciousness was aware of being, and this consciousness does not depend on being someone in particular. I am the unconditioned and self-existent consciousness. I realized being someone, and I will also be conscious of being someone different from what I am currently conscious of being. However, I am eternally conscious of my being, regardless of being the unconditioned presence or the conditioned form. As a conditioned state, I, the man, can forget who I am and where I am, but I cannot forget that I exist. This knowing that I exist, this consciousness of being, is the only reality. This unconditioned consciousness, the I Am, is the reality that knows the ship, all the conditioned states, all the conceptions I have of myself. It is the conscious being that remains unknown even when everything known ceases to exist. Everything I believed myself to be, everything I believe myself to be now, and everything I will believe myself to be in the future are simple attempts to know myself, to understand this unknown and undefined reality. This unknown knower, this unconditioned consciousness, is my true being, the only reality. I am the unconditioned reality manifested as what I believe myself to be. I am a believer limited by my beliefs, the knower defined by the known. The world around me is an objectification of my conditioned consciousness. What I feel and believe to be true for me is projected into space as my world. The world, in its essence, reflects my inner self and bears constant witness to the state of consciousness in which I dwell. There is no chance, accident, or fate responsible for the circumstances that befall me or the environment in which I find myself. Fate is not the author of my fortunes or misfortunes. In the context of the law of consciousness, innocence and guilt are meaningless words unless they reflect the state of consciousness itself. The consciousness of guilt invokes condemnation, the consciousness of lack generates poverty. Man eternally objectifies the state of consciousness in which he dwells, but somehow confuses the interpretation of the law of cause and effect. He has forgotten that it is the internal state that gives rise to the external manifestation, as within, so without. Imagine for a moment that your consciousness is like a vast ocean, and your thoughts and beliefs are like the waves on the surface. The waves can take various forms and sizes, but in essence, they are all part of the same ocean. Similarly, your experiences and circumstances may seem varied and distinct, but they all arise from the same source, your consciousness. When you realize that you are the unconditioned consciousness, you free yourself from the limitations of your conditioned beliefs. You realize that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances, but that you have the power to shape your reality from within. By changing your internal state of consciousness, you can transform your external world. This realization is the key to unlocking your true potential and living a life of boundless possibility. When you understand that you are one with the divine, that you are the creator of your reality, you begin to see the world through new eyes. You no longer feel like a victim of circumstance, but rather an empowered co-creator, capable of manifesting your deepest desires and highest aspirations. The journey to unconditioned consciousness is not always an easy one. It requires a willingness to let go of limiting beliefs, to question the assumptions that have shaped your reality, and to embrace a new way of being. But the rewards of this journey are immeasurable. As you expand your consciousness and align yourself with the divine, you tap into a wellspring of wisdom, love, and abundance that knows no bounds. One of the most profound aspects of unconditioned consciousness is the realization that you are not separate from others, but rather intimately connected to all of life. When you see the divine in yourself, you begin to see it in everyone and everything around you. You recognize that the same consciousness that animates your being is the same consciousness that animates the entire universe. This understanding fosters a deep sense of compassion, empathy, and unity with all of creation. As you cultivate unconditioned consciousness, you may find that your relationships transform in beautiful ways. You become more present, more loving, and more attuned to the needs and desires of others. You see beyond the surface level of interactions and connect with the essence of each person you encounter. This deepening of connection and understanding can lead to more fulfilling and harmonious relationships in all areas of your life. Another powerful aspect of unconditioned consciousness is the ability to manifest your desires with greater ease and grace. When you realize that your thoughts and beliefs shape your reality, you begin to choose them more consciously. You learn to focus your attention on what you want to create, rather than what you fear or what you lack. As you align your consciousness with your highest aspirations, you set in motion a powerful chain of events that brings your desires into manifestation. Of course, the path to unconditioned consciousness is not a one-time event, but rather a lifelong journey of growth and discovery. There will be challenges along the way, moments of doubt and uncertainty, and times when you may feel like you've lost your way. But remember that these challenges are all part of the process, all part of the journey to greater wisdom, love, and understanding. As you continue on this path, be gentle with yourself and trust in the unfolding of your journey. Surround yourself with people who support and inspire you, and seek out resources and practices that help you deepen your connection to the divine. Remember that you are never alone on this journey, and that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, guiding you towards your highest good. In closing, let us remember that the realization of unconditioned consciousness is the birthright of every human being. It is not something that is bestowed upon us by an external force, but rather something that we discover within ourselves. As we awaken to our true nature, as we embrace our unity with the divine, we become a beacon of light and love in the world, inspiring others to do the same. So let us embark on this journey together, with open hearts and minds, ready to discover the infinite possibilities that await us. Let us support and encourage one another, knowing that we are all part of the same great unfolding, all part of the same divine consciousness. And let us trust that, as we align ourselves with the highest truth of our being, we will create a world of greater peace, harmony, and abundance for all. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and transformation. May your path be filled with love, light, and the ever-deepening realization of your own divine nature. Namaste.